Oh, someone on their phone?
Yeah, just nothing important is happening.
Nothing.
All right. Do the social media shit.
Kathy Kinney.
Is it Kinney? Really?
Kinney. Kathy Kinney.
Ooh.
That's not what I thought. I know Diedrich Bader was on that show. I don't remember him on that.
Really? He's a major character.
Who was he?
He was like Ryan Stiles' friend / roommate occasionally.
Man, I mean, that show was a long time
ago. He was kind of like the dumb one.
Yeah. I remember Craig Ferguson as the boss.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the boss?
Yeah. Diedrich was like not in the department store for like the first several seasons, and then eventually was the janitor, and then...
That's so weird.
Yes.
I used to watch that show all the time when I was younger. I would watch it with my mom as a kid. Wait, are we on right now?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Don't do anything weird.
All right.
Don't say anything horrible. All right.
Oh, gosh, this person's a real jerk that I've worked with. Do people ask us questions?
Sometimes. It's rare. Like, generally, you'll just see people on the outside just sitting there, and then we'll just go through the whole thing.
Just voyeurs?
Yeah, so I would suggest not paying attention to the computer. If there's anything, I'll do it.
From here.
Yeah, that's kind of why I do that. Because otherwise people are like, and then I was on a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Suburgatory have a Twitter?
Yeah, Suburgatory ABC. But you're really close to the airport, aren't you?
What's that?
You're really close to Van Nuys Airport, aren't you?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Oh, wait, should I not give that away? Just kidding, not that airport.
I'm not going to track me down. Probably. That's actually, I've never heard something that loud since I moved in here.
It's quite loud.
So yeah, that was a little extreme. All right.
Pizza, game, and zombies.
Yeah, that's my Sunday podcast, the gaming podcast. We also talk about zombies. Sometimes get pizza. Our budget's pretty low these days, so it depends.
Papa John's has some pretty good deals.
Yeah, we've done that.
$10 large pizza.
That's a pretty craptacular deal. All right, gonna do this. Yeah, all right, that looks fine. Okay. And this is really loud sound. Okay, great. Do this.
Was that not recording this whole time?
The sound part?
No, the camera.
Yeah, that wasn't recording.
Oh, so this was the thing that was picking it up?
What? Everything goes this way.
Yeah, but does that also record? Does the computer record?
The live stream records itself. It archives.
No, I mean, I'm saying is the camera on the computer recording as well? Or just this camera?
This one records to, here. And then this records straight to YouTube.
Oh, okay. So they're each recording for different...
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't feeding into the live stream.
This is the same camera.
That's really confusing.
I could switch, but I'm not going to.
No, I don't mind. I was just wondering, like, should I be sometimes looking at that camera or always this camera?
Always that camera. But it doesn't matter. You look to the camera. You can look, like, cheat to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can...
I can look wherever I want.
Yeah, like I said, it's more... The after this is the thing that we're going to promote more anyway.
Okay.
So, not a big deal. So let me do this so I can find the part where we do this. Hey everybody, welcome to Crave Online's Comedy Crack Podcast. I am your host through Comedy Madness, Sam Proof, and joining me today from Suburgatory, Courtney Merritt.
Woo!
Now I think I should put this out there before we go any further that today's episode, for people who are not caught up, may contain spoilers.
Big spoilers.
Big spoilers. So you suck. No, wait, I shouldn't say that.
No, you don't suck.
No,
kind of suck.
Only kind of.
We can say kind if you put kind of in front of it.
You've been busy. No, go right now to, you can actually watch the latest episode on ABC, right?
Yeah, on ABC or Hulu, or if you're
that's right, on Hulu.
Yeah.
I saw your Instagram.
You're on the front page of Hulu.
It's pretty sweet, right?
It's pretty
Fist
sweet.
bumps? No. It's too early for that.
No, that's the end of the show.
We can do it. Yay! Wonder Twin Powers.
Explosion.
But before we get into that, because major reveal on that show, let's set it up. Who you are, for anyone who doesn't know. You've been on Video Game Reunion.
Yes.
And you were?
I was Lil P, the offspring of Peach and Mario.
Right. And then you were on Working Class?
Yes, I played Pam.
Pam. So you only play P names.
Yeah, I try to stick to P names.
Right, so in Suburgatory you're
Jenna.
with a P.
With a P.
Silent P.
Silent P.
Yeah.
PJ.
Oh yeah, that's good.
E-N-N-A.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice. Anything else we should throw out there? I mean, you've got
that I've
something
done.
coming up.
I have a couple things coming up. Well, I was on Walk of Shame. I did an episode of that.
Oh, that's right. We had Brendan on recently.
Yeah, he's the producer, writer, director of several of the episodes, and also in one of them.
And you have you're the only girl on Walk of Shame who got to keep her clothes on.
Yes.
Right.
Which was the only way I agreed to do it. So.
Right. Well, that's a shame. No.
It is, guys.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was that like? Your episode was the one with
Christiane Castellanos. Okay. Do you mean the person that was in it, or do you mean the? Yeah, she's the other actress.
Right. The guy with the guy's on.
He's actually from Squatters, Brendan Bradley's other
series.
series.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Scott Smith.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, our episode, I find her sleeping with my boyfriend.
Right.
So and then we become besties.
Right.
As you do.
And then there's some fist bumping.
There is some fist bumping. Eskimo sisters.
Nice. Well, I think that's nose bumping.
Have you ever? I had never heard of that term.
Eskimo
sisters.
Well, I've heard of Eskimo kissing, and that's
no. Yeah, that's not what Eskimo sisters.
Eskimo
sisters is two girls that have slept with the same guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that?
Yeah, think about it. It's kind of, well, okay. I thought it was because of snow.
And you're keeping yourself warm? I don't... Oh, never mind. I got there. Is this Andre's show now? Are we on Black Nerd? What's happening? This got so weird. So quickly.
But somebody else said it was like a racial thing. Like, do Eskimos sleep with, like, are they polygamous? Like, I've never heard of that. If it is, then I'm sorry, Eskimos, that if we offended you.
I don't know how that would offend them if that's what they actually do.
Well, like, if they don't, I'm saying if they don't do that, like, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like,
right. Oh,
all the Eskimos tuning in right now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Elizabeth Ebling, watching out.
Is that is she an Eskimo?
Yeah, probably. No, she is actually a producer of PGZ.
Oh.
My co-producer. Yeah. So she's on the clock right now.
Getting mad at us?
No, I'm kidding. Cool. All right. So now, generally, when people come on, there's a point where we'll talk about like the business of comedy and like, you know, they'll be like, well, I've been struggling as a stand-up comic for 10 years and life's really hard, and then finally I got this big break. But looking into your past, you've actually kind of fallen into success pretty easily. Would you? Well, maybe not.
Well, I mean,
as far as when you got to LA.
As far as when I got to LA, yeah. I lived in New York prior, and I was doing it out there for five years before I moved here.
Sure.
So, and then I've been here for 5 years. So I've been doing it for 10 years. It took me 8 years before I got Working Class, which was my big break. But I mean, yeah, I guess comparatively, maybe because I'm younger than a lot of people.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of sleepless nights in movie theaters filming student films, and I know a lot of things I never got a copy of. I've never seen like 20 things.
Yeah, yeah, we've talked about that concept a lot.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Somewhere out there's some awesome footage of me with kittens.
What? I don't have any missing kitten footage. Yeah. I'd be mad if I did, because I love kittens.
Oh, I'll have to take you inside later, show you my kittens.
Do you have cats?
I have one cat and one kitten, and the dog that you met.
I have 4 cats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like cats.
What are their names?
My cat is Cheyenne, then my mom's cat is Olive, and my sister's cat is Scully, and then Sage is like everybody's cat.
Okay. Is your family out here?
Yeah, I live with my mom and sister.
Oh, okay. So the whole family uprooted and came out here?
Yep. When I was like, I want to move to Los Angeles, and I was like, okay, let's do it.
Wow, they all followed you.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because then
really
you have that built-in support system.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it if they hadn't.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate.
Huh. So you're not originally from New York, though?
Yeah, I was originally born in New York.
Oh, okay.
I was born in New York, then I lived in Florida for 12 years, and then back to New York, and then here.
Okay, I knew at some point you were in Florida, which is... Yeah. Why would you do that to yourself?
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
My parents
So this was them making up for that, was coming out here.
Well, my dad still lives in Florida. He still loves Florida.
Really? What part?
Jupiter.
Oh,
do you know Jupiter?
No. Actually, how close is that to Tampa?
It's like an hour away. It's really close to Palm Beach, but it's not that far from Tampa.
I feel like maybe I've gone near it or
Probably.
around. And I had totally forgotten about that. I had made a point to bring that up because I was born in Neptune. So
really?
There's a weird planet thing going on.
Where is Neptune?
New Jersey.
Neptune, New
Jersey. So
Jersey.
it's just as bad as Florida.
Where in New Jersey?
I don't know. I've blocked that out.
I had no idea there was a Neptune, New Jersey.
I think it's middle north area.
Oh, well, I'm just glad to meet someone else from a planet.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So, everyone else from your non-planets.
You're not nearly as cool as us.
Not cool.
So
weird.
I wasn't born there, though, so I guess maybe I'm not actually from the planet.
That's fine. We won't hold it against you much.
I appreciate that much.
All right, so let's go into Suburgatory. What season is this?
Season 2.
And so basically, you're in suburban hell.
Mm-hmm.
There's fire and brimstone everywhere.
Oh, all over.
What sets it apart from like the other sitcoms? What's like the gimmick of it?
I think that they go a little bit further with their sketches and maybe are a little bit like Modern Family is very funny, but also a little bit safer than maybe Suburgatory is with their comedy.
Okay.
I mean, and their stuff is a little crazy. I mean, if you've ever seen the show, you know, like characters like Dahlia and stuff, they're over the top, but in a really good way.
Right.
I mean, over the top as much as deadpan over the top can be, but I mean, come on, nobody like that really exists, I hope. Maybe.
It's an interesting day and age. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you been on the internet?
No, never.
Good. Yeah. You're Jenna.
I'm Jenna Warner.
You are Alan Tudyk's daughter.
Yeah, okay, so is it Tudyk? Because I say Tudyk, and then somebody else said Tudyk.
You know what? I used to pronounce it differently, and I'm afraid to pronounce it the way I did because I know it's wrong now for a fact, but I don't know which one of us is right. You play his daughter.
I know, but I brought this up. I was like, I never go, hey, Mr. Tudyk. I don't call him by his last name.
Why don't you just start calling him Tuds and see if that works?
What's up, Tuds?
Yeah.
Or Tudes. That sounds weird. Both sound a little strange.
Yeah.
But yes, I play his daughter. Not to like totally go on a tangent there.
Right.
On his last name, but yes, I do.
Well, I think we should do that.
Tangents
are great. Did you know him going into it?
No, I had never met him.
You never saw like Firefly or Serenity?
Knew who he was. Right. Yes, of course. Okay. Yes, I was a huge Firefly fan. So when I saw the show was coming on the air, I was like, I wish he had a daughter. I look so much like him. And then I got an audition for it.
Was that actually a thought process you had?
Yeah, I was like, I look so much like Alan Tudyk. We both have red hair and freckles.
I always kind of picture him as a blonde, but I guess that's true.
I always picture him as a redhead.
Because I think he's kind of in the middle.
Well, I think he looks a lot like my uncles.
Okay.
So I guess in that, I was like, oh, he looks like he could be part of my family.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, when I got the audition, I was like, I'm going to book this. Nobody else can play Alan Tudyk's daughter.
Really? Were you like that confident about it going in?
I was really confident when I went in, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I usually get the things that I think I've totally botched.
And then book them, yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that I feel really good about, I'll never hear from again. Like I won't even get the call
I get that all
back.
the time. This was one of the few times where I was like, no, I think I nailed that.
Yeah.
I mean, the casting director like worked the entire scene with me.
Oh wow.
He broke it down and was like, this is exactly how I did it. And then he's like, okay, now I think this is exactly how they want it. Just do it this way. And so I was like, I think maybe they want to book me.
Wow. Had you worked with that casting director
Nope,
before?
I had never been in before. I was one audition.
Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, like a couple hours later, they called me like, you're on hold for it.
Huh.
I was like, yes.
Was it neck and neck with someone else that people might know?
No, I have no idea. I don't think there was anybody else.
That casting director.
Just me.
That was it. He was like, she's good enough. I want to get an early lunch done.
That's exactly what happened. He was like, I'm hungry. We'll take her.
Steak lunch for me.
That buffet ends in 45 minutes.
Here we go, Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Don't ever go there.
Endless soup and salad.
Oh, God, that's so bad. Now they owe me money. Nope. For saying how bad they are.
Yeah, I don't think they give you money.
We promoted you, sort of.
We totally promoted them. I haven't been to Olive Garden in a really long time, is it?
Yeah.
I just remember the breadsticks.
They were better then.
Then than now?
I've been in the last 2 years, and I regret it horribly. This is a weird conversation.
It is a weird conversation.
Again.
We're good at this.
But what's the relationship between you and your father on the show?
It's a very awkward relationship. My character is not terribly fond of her family. She doesn't think very much of them. She's away at college. She goes to Brown. So she also thinks she is the most intelligent person to walk this planet. And definitely far superior to everyone else in Chatswin, which is... Chatswin, it's not a real place, I don't think.
Right. What state are you supposed to be in?
New York. We're in Long Island.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Because they moved from the city to the suburbs of New York. Yeah.
All right. So, do you feel like you're very similar to your character, or are you very distant from that person?
In real life? Oh, no, I'm not like that at all.
Not an elitist?
I am not an elitist or studious person.
Right.
Studious? Yeah, that's
sure. Yeah. Means to be studying a lot.
Yeah. I'm not academically inclined.
Right.
I just don't like school.
Did you go to college?
No.
Just get out. This is no place for you. That's the portion of the show where I tell the guests to leave and sit here in my own pity.
Not college educated. I'm going to read a book. You leave.
What were you like in high school?
I was homeschooled, so all right. I was the most popular kid.
Yeah. How did that work out? Did you have a social life?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I had a couple friends from acting and stuff. I acted through high school, so I was constantly. I did a lot of theater and no, I didn't take acting classes. Most of my friends, most of the people I knew were much older than me.
We're just letting all the
worse
secrets
and worse.
I hope ABC's not watching.
Oh, she's never taken an acting class. Oh.
No, that's cool. So you started. You got your roots in theater.
Yeah.
What do you remember what your first play was?
Ever?
Yeah.
Follow That Rabbit.
How old were you?
4.
What were you?
The Dormouse.
Oh, did you speak?
Yeah.
Wow, your first role and your speaking part.
Yeah.
You're not just some tree off to the side going, "Hi, Mom."
Nope, I was the Dormouse. Wow. I had to sing a song. I had a lot.
Oh man,
yeah.
At 4?
Yeah.
Were you like fearless, or do you remember?
Oh yeah, I was a total ham, but I refused to rehearse the whole time. I wouldn't rehearse.
Did you have like crib sheets with you? I'm a doorbell.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I memorized it somehow.
Wow.
Because they had like some other girl learning the lines in case I didn't do it. And then on the performance, I was like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
I went ahead and did it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For someone who's not studious, you totally memorize things like that?
I have a really great memory.
Wow. I hope you don't remember this. No, that's cool. I have a really terrible memory. Which I find to be a perk sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be.
It's awkward when I'm with people and I'm like, oh, yeah, you said this like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, how do you remember that?
Wow.
I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Does that ever kind of like drive a nail between you and someone else where you're like, 7 years ago you did this thing?
Oh, yeah. Do I hold grudges? Of course.
Oh, man.
No.
No, really? You just totally lied to me.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying, if you guys want to be my friends, I totally am a good friend.
Okay. Go
Except
on.
for the grudges.
Oh. What makes you a good friend?
I'm a really good listener.
Yeah.
And I'm really fun and awesome.
All right. Okay.
The end.
Pretty cool. Just going back to theater, so you got your roots there, and blah, blah. What was like sort of the pinnacle moment where you were like, yeah, this is the thing I want to do, like for the rest of my life, is act?
When I was 10, I was obsessed with ER and wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
So I was convinced I was going to be a doctor. And then I realized I didn't actually want to be a doctor. I just wanted to play one on TV. Nice. So that was probably when I was like, yeah, I think this is what I want to do. And then we moved back to New York, and I was like, Mom, the only thing I really want to do with my life is act. And she was like, all right. Okay.
Have you gotten a chance to play a doctor yet?
I haven't.
So that is like your dream role at this point?
I would love to play a doctor or just be on a doctor show. I've auditioned for Grey's Anatomy so many times, and they have not booked me. Guys, come on. Book me. Not for doctors. I go out for the teenage roles.
Yeah. I
guess I don't look old enough to be a doctor right now.
I don't know. You put a lab coat on. I think that ages anyone.
Right?
5 years, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to ask about that. Do you feel like your age is downplayed a lot? Or, do you buy yourself as a teenager? Like, do you look in the mirror and you go, yep, this is what it was like?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I forget that I'm not a teenager.
Right. Well, then that's good.
Yeah.
Dallin in the chat room says Total Recall. I think that was in relation to the doctor conversation, but I don't know. It's a very random comment, but
Total Recall.
It's the sci-fi. They just remade it. It was originally Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is it about a doctor?
No, not necessarily.
They just remade it with Colin Farrell.
Yes. Yeah, they wipe his brain.
Right.
And it's debatable whether or not that he was a spy or they've imprinted him with the memories of being a spy. Is kind of the thing.
The remake was supposed to be really bad, right?
Most of them are, right?
Well, yeah. I didn't realize it was a remake. I thought it was a sequel. I didn't know that he didn't play the original.
Yeah, no, I'm
sorry, guys. Total Recall fans.
Arnie's coming for us.
I know.
He doesn't have anything better to do now because he's not the governor anymore.
It's true. And his wife left him, right?
Oh,
did she leave him? Maybe not.
I don't follow
Am I kidding?
his news.
He had like a child. He had a child with his maid.
Really?
Yeah, that was like a big thing.
Oh, I don't pay attention.
He had like a secret love child with a maid or the nanny or somebody.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get into that. Oh,
he's like full grown.
Totally recalling conversation from weeks ago about her memory. Oh, you have Total Recall. I get it.
Oh.
This is how bad my memory is. I couldn't associate that comment to 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, wait, does he remember stuff in Total Recall, or just Total Recall is
I think
this
he's
person's
just saying
term
you
for?
have
Okay.
Total Recall.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Is it time? Should we reveal the spoiler, or should we?
Yo, we can totally reveal it. Well,
so
I'm ready.
In this latest episode of Suburgatory, do you want to set this up? Was there like a major setup to this?
I don't think many people have realized this thus far, but there was, the past several episodes have all been leading up to it, because I was on a couple episodes ago, and I talked to Tessa, the main girl.
Right. She's the blonde.
No, she's the redhead. But good job.
But she's totally blonde.
Jane Levy, redhead. You're thinking of Dahlia, who's the blonde.
Shit. Really?
It's okay. She's also one of the main characters, but the show is about Tessa, the redhead.
Okay.
I mean, it is definitely an ensemble piece, but all the photos are Tessa.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a couple weeks ago I was on and I was giving her advice about going off to college and long-distance relationships.
Oh, yeah, she's the redhead.
Yeah.
I just had the names switched.
Yeah, that's
all right,
okay.
Go on.
So that happened. Then the next episode, Dahlia the blonde talks about having been broken up with really badly and hurt, and then the episode after that she gets a tattoo of the guy Evan, I think that's his name, Evan. Wait, the Jewish kid.
Oh, good. If you can't keep people straight, I feel fine.
Yeah, I think his name is Evan. It's terrible. Great, good. We've never had an episode together. That's
why. You just said you have the world's best memory ever.
I didn't say I had the world's best memory ever. I just said I had a really good memory.
All right. So she gets a tattoo.
Okay, so she gets a tattoo of the guy that she's sort of dating on her butt, well, like right above her butt. So all this stuff happened a couple episodes ago. In this episode, it is all revealed that Jenna and Dahlia used to hook up.
What?
And she got the tattoo to try and make me jealous.
Right, and then there's a flashback and you see the actual hookup.
Yeah, you see us make out.
What? Also, from what I've heard, this was your first on-air kiss.
This was my first on-screen kiss.
Yep. How was that? Was it, like, freaky?
It was really nerve-wracking at first because it was also my first girl kiss.
Right. And your first kiss ever, so.
My first kiss ever. I'd never been kissed. And just like that movie.
What movie?
Never Been Kissed.
What? No, just kidding. Okay. What about who's the actress? What's her name? Good. What was it?
Carly Chaikin.
Okay, was it her first girl kiss, on-screen kiss, anything like that as well?
I don't know. It wasn't her first on-screen kiss. Okay. I know that for sure. Whether it was her first girl kiss, I don't know.
Right. Did you guys have like a big meeting about how this would go down?
No, she was just like, "Oh, I've kissed a lot of people on screen. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." Okay. And then when we went to film, so many people showed up for it.
Really?
It was really nerve-wracking. The creator of the show came, and she hadn't been there for like the rest of the episode, and she was there. I was like, "Oh gosh."
That's so awkward.
And I'd filmed a scene early in the day, And then I sat around for like 8 hours before we filmed that scene, which was the final scene of the day.
Right.
So I just built up in my head for 8
how
hours, like
how,
yeah, I was like sweating and, oh my God, I hope she doesn't notice how nervous I am.
Was it anything like there's that Super Bowl commercial where Bar Raffi has to kiss that big nerd guy? Like
no, that looked disgusting.
But no, I mean, how many takes did you do?
Oh, we did, I think like 7 or so.
Okay.
But yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
She's a good kisser.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there you go. Carl Jake and good kisser.
First.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent. Who do you want to kiss in the future?
On screen?
Yeah.
I'd really like to kiss Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries. That'd be cool.
I have no idea who he is.
It's going to be so awkward if I ever have a kissing scene and then this comes out and he's like, oh, so you... All right.
So I heard.
All right.
I randomly watched this one
YouTube video where you said you wanted to make out with me, and now I'm like, oh, this is awkward.
Sweet, let's do this thing.
He's
fangs,
really...
no fangs. Well, what's your preference? Fangs, no fangs?
I don't think I want like someone to nick me more.
I don't think that's necessarily going to happen.
I don't know. They're fake fangs. You know, he probably doesn't know how to control them properly.
Go God.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be weird? Terrible. Like making out and then you're like, what is in my? You're like, did I lose a tooth? Oh.
Oh, that's the worst. What is the worst kiss you've ever had?
The first French kiss I ever had.
Oh yeah, sure. That's awkward.
It was really terrible. My face was soaked. There was like slobber everywhere. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, let's not do that again. That was fun. So yeah, that was probably the worst.
How old were you?
I was kind of old.
Oh really?
I was like 15 or 16.
That's not terrible.
I feel like most people have their first like 12 full-on kiss at like 12. Yeah. You know, that's what happens when you don't go to high school. Right.
Yeah, I mean, especially given that parameter.
Yeah.
Before 18, I think you're doing it all right.
Yeah, there's not a lot of boys in my class, so.
Right. Do you have brothers?
No, I don't. I wish I did, because that would have been so weird.
Yeah, that's super awkward. Okay, so doctor is the role that you would want to...
That's not my dream role, actually. No? I mean, I would love to play a doctor. My dream role, I do Muay Thai.
What is that?
It's a form of martial arts.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was either that or Asian fusion food.
I love Asian fusion food, Muay Thai.
Delicious.
So I'd love to play a character that has to fight and get to do my own stunts and stuff. That'd be really cool.
Oh, cool. Do you have a lot of like combat training yet?
As far as like on
have you
screen?
Taken any courses in it or classes?
Oh no, I just train in Muay Thai.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
but not specifically screen.
For screen, no. I just figure I can, you know.
Just cheat it.
Figure it out.
Because I mean, there's a difference between.
I know, actually hitting somebody.
To someone when they were doing that, you know, that punch in Hangover with Mike Tyson, they had to show him how to not hit the person and slow his punch down and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, we, you know, a lot of times in Muay Thai, depending on, because you partner up with people, and if you're partnering up with someone that's new, you won't like hit full force and stuff. So I know how to control my punches.
All right,
so, you know.
Logan from the chat room says that Ian Somerhalder was the lifeguard brother on Lost.
Yes, that is correct.
Don't remember that character.
His sister was the blonde, and then they were like making out, because I guess they weren't real brother and sister. He was Boone.
Oh, yes. Okay. Why didn't you just say that?
I don't know. I didn't know he was a lifeguard. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, that was the thing that threw me off.
He died in the first season, I think.
Yeah.
Which nobody can get mad about me spoiling that, because let's...
What? The island was a what? All right. Where is that polar bear now? Did they ever resolve what that whole thing was?
No, I don't know. I stopped watching after the first season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like my wife's favorite show ever. Next to Friends.
I can't watch Friends anymore. My sister watched it.
All the polar bears?
All the polar bears. All those poor polar bears. Yeah, was there a polar... I remember the monster on the island. Did it turn out to be a polar bear?
No. Maybe.
Well, wasn't the end that they were all in purgatory?
Basically.
I'm glad I didn't continue watching.
We already put a spoiler thing on this anyway, so I think we can spoil anything.
Lost has been off the air for long enough that if you haven't seen it and it hasn't been spoiled yet, I don't care.
Right.
I'm a really nice person.
It's debatable. I think the polar bear may have been also the smoke monster and possibly what's his name's dad. I don't know.
Whoa, somebody's dad was a polar bear?
It's
Was that like a spirit animal or?
No. I don't even remember anymore. Let's not talk about Lost anymore.
Cut it.
Oh, you know what I never did was plug this
your computer in? And it's
All
gonna
right.
die.
Shit.
Do you need to leave? All right. Well, I'm just gonna talk to these kind folks here.
I have one easily accessible. Stand by. Oh.
There's a computer plug. I see one right there.
Okay.
Found it. I feel like that's a waiting song.
So what's up? Oh, the waiting song.
It's not. I mean, I should do the Jeopardy thing, but I can never remember how it goes when I try to hum it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Dallin says, I think it's a husky gay man in Alaska, the polar bear thing. Dun 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 dun.
Oh.
Which gets us back to Eskimo sisters somehow.
Yeah, that's. I thought at first that's what he was referencing, and then I was like, oh, we're still on. No, we're on Lost.
So yeah, doctor's not necessarily your ideal role. Well, and then you said the.
I love to play a fighter. Yeah.
Being a fighter, so.
Something where I had to fight, like a spy would be cool.
Spy. Yeah. Okay.
Or something really dramatic, because I do a ton of comedy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Have
you done any drama? Really?
I've done short films and stuff. I was on. Yeah, in theater. I did a reenactment on Court TV.
Oh,
that was really dramatic. Yeah.
Really?
Al Roker Investigates for Court TV. Yeah.
What was your? It was like a dramatization or.
Yeah. I was a girl that was sold into prostitution at 14.
Interesting.
So that was really dramatic.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It was pretty crazy, yeah. It was interesting to film.
Huh. Do you have any research for that role, or? I don't know what to
yeah,
not
really.
Lots of 14-year-old prostitutes, and
there's tons of them.
Oh. That's a sad note.
You're welcome. I like to bring it down.
Yay. No. So you've got coming up in the future, what was it? The Stephanie Fort thing?
The Ladies and the Gents Club, which comes out Tuesday, and the episode I did will be the premiere episode.
This could actually be Tuesday when this goes up.
I'm
could
just
be coming
kidding.
out today.
Could be coming out today. Comes out, what is Tuesday the 9th? I think what's today?
These are all good questions. I'm sure I have a calendar.
Hey, anyone in the chat room, what's today? Okay, 5th, so today's Friday, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Yeah, it comes out the 9th, right? I did that right? 6th, 7th,
that sounds right.
Yeah. It comes out the 9th, so whether that's today
Monday
or...
is my best friend's birthday, and that's the 8th.
See, you should have known that.
Terrible memory here.
Bad friend. That's why I'm a great friend. I remember everyone's birthday.
Because you're on Facebook, and it tells you.
You know what? I don't even see it on Facebook.
Oh.
That's the worst. I'm like, oh, forgot to wish you a happy birthday on Facebook.
Everyone else wished me a Facebook birthday except Courtney.
I don't think we're friends on Facebook, are we?
We are, but not under that name.
I'll find you. Oh, wait, we are friends under my...
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Huh.
I think so.
Right. I don't... You know, the weird thing with Facebook is now they organize everything so weird, so I don't know why I see certain people's updates and not others.
There's a thing, about changing it from top stories to most recent. So
even with that,
even with that, it still sucks.
And then people that I'm like, show me all their updates.
Yeah.
It still doesn't show me all their updates. It's really annoying.
Do you do like a lot of online stuff? I know you don't have the internet and you avoid computers.
Yeah, I don't.
But do you actually?
If I did, hypothetically, I would be online a lot.
Yeah. Do you like? You have a Twitter and a Facebook.
I have a Twitter and a Facebook. Yes,
it's not
absolutely.
Like you're hiring out.
No, I'm not famous enough for that. And I don't really know that I'd want someone else speaking for me.
Right.
I'd be like, really? I would never say that. Thanks a lot.
You get a checklist.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
We said you love fudgicles.
I don't love fudgicles.
Really? They're delicious.
No, I don't.
And there's no fat.
There isn't? No. I haven't had a fudgicle in forever.
Really? Oh, they're great. You should get some.
I like soft serve ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like Carvel.
Oh, you're from the East Coast. You know Carvel.
There's a Carvel out here. And I went there the other day, and I was like, I'd like your soft serve. And like, oh, we're actually cleaning the machine. I was like, I drove all the way here for this, and it's not. It's like, oh, it's all the way in Santa Monica.
I was just going to say, I just the other day went to Century City and went to the Sony store there, and I just realized right now that I was that close to that Carvel, and I didn't
The one in Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
I've never been to that one.
I feel so bad and let down by myself now.
Sorry, yeah, you should. Because they have swirl.
So what's your favorite Carvel cake?
I don't remember if I've ever had a... I don't know if I've ever had a Carvel cake.
Just in theory. Like, you don't have one based on the
They have the whale
Fudgy
one.
The Whale.
Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah.
And then what's the other ones?
Cookie Puss, which is a creepy alien dude.
That's the worst name ever.
I don't know what the other ones are, because that's all that matters, Fudgy the Whale and Cookie Puss.
I remember Fudgy the Whale.
Names.
Yeah, they're really bad. I'm totally going to go on another tangent here. Didn't the guy that started Carvel die from eating too much Carvel?
I don't know
too
if
much
that's
ice cream?
specifically what killed him.
He had a heart attack
probably.
from too much ice cream.
Basically.
Well, I mean...
He did, yes. He
not
died,
like he was sitting there eating it, but like...
Oh, I'm so full, I can't eat any... Oh.
That was exactly what happened. He choked on his ice cream.
Terrifying. Choked in his heart. Yep.
Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah, it is probably what killed him, but it's hard to say for a fact. I think a lot of those people who create ice cream brands tend to die of heart attacks.
Yeah, but you think if you know, like when you work with something a lot, you don't want to eat it?
Nobody does that. There's nobody out, you know, even the guys.
I've never worked at an ice cream place. I'd probably eat a lot of ice cream.
Jobs?
I worked for Kettle Corn.
You've been a waiter, right?
No, I've never been a waiter.
Oh, man. Kettle Corn?
Kettle Corn. A friend of mine owns a kettle corn company, and it's delicious, and I've helped him out a couple times. And I do eat a ton of kettle corn when I'm there. So good. They fresh pop it every time.
That's how that works. There's no person working in the food industry that's like, no, I don't want any McNuggets.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go get a protein shake instead. That doesn't happen.
It's true. Probably doesn't.
And if that happens, that person...
Well, you can't afford a protein shake if you're working for McDonald's, so... Sorry,
yeah,
McDonald's employees.
That's why people get those jobs. It's like, I'm going to give them $6 anyway. I might as well just work here and get 10% off.
I never thought of that. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you get it for free if you work there?
It depends on
the food. I mean, I worked at Borders and Trader Joe's. We got a discount.
Got to eat books for free?
I ate a lot of books. A lot of books.
What did you... Were you in the cafe or were you stocking
at Borders?
Yeah.
I worked at the register. Which was fine because we weren't really busy, clearly, went out of business.
Oh.
So I would sit there and read books all day.
Sure.
I'm a huge reader, so I loved it.
Oh, cool. What kind of stuff do you read?
I read sci-fi fantasy.
Nice. Favorite author?
Brandon Sanderson.
What does he write?
He wrote he finished off, I want to say it's called Wheel of Time, which is another author's book.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He finished those off, but then he has his own series, Mistborn, which is a trilogy, which is incredible. I recommend that to everyone. If you're into fantasy, that is like one of the best books ever.
How many books in that?
3.
Okay.
And then now he's started another series that's attached to it, but later on in time.
Very cool.
And then he has a couple other books that are also really great, like Elantris, and then Way of Kings, which is like a 1,000-page book, and apparently he's writing 10 more of them.
Cool.
All right. But I can talk about books for a while. I really like books.
That's good. All right, yeah, Orson Scott Card would be my favorite sci-fi guy. So
nice.
Ender's Game and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you didn't choose sci-fi as the thing you want to do the most? Just random fighting?
Oh, I would love to do a sci-fi thing. Unfortunately, I feel like there's a lot of bad sci-fi.
Because that's easy to do.
I know.
In a weird way. It's easy to do bad, cheap, and hard to do good.
Right.
Because it's so expensive.
Yeah, I mean,
sci-fi.
I would love to have like one of the books I read be turned into a movie. Not any of the Brandon Sanderson, because I think they'd be ruined if they were made into... Just the stuff in them, the effects would be stupid. Which is that's, you see it and you're like, ugh, what are they doing? That doesn't look good. And it ruins the book for you. But I mean, I would love to be in a sci-fi movie. That'd be awesome. A good one. Okay.
If you could pick a specific, sci-fi franchise or story.
Whew. That's a good question. I haven't really thought of that because most of the books I'm like, these wouldn't make great movies.
Budget was no limit. You could make it decent.
If budget was no limit, like
Will Smith's in it, so they can throw tons of money at it.
Well, not that much because he has like a 3-story trailer that they have to put their money into.
Right.
So
that's true.
Possibly Brandon Sanderson's book Elantris, because I think if anything could be made into a movie, it would be that, and that'd be pretty cool. And there's a cool female character in that. I mean, obviously Mistborn, I would love that, but I still even think with a huge budget it wouldn't be made right.
All right. Okay.
And I'm also not 4'11" and 80 pounds, which is the character. So I'm never going to shrink down to 4'11".
It's Hollywood.
I know.
You're not. I mean, you're what, 5'4"?
Yeah, I'm not that tall, but.
I mean, that's average, really.
Yeah, well, right, it's average, but I mean, I'm not. But in comparison to 4'11".
Yeah, as long as all the guys are tall.
Yeah, we just can't hire Tom Cruise, so.
Right. Yeah. Well, he has to wear those.
Platform shoes. He bought them off the Spice Girls when they went out.
Oh, but that was a fashion choice, not a height choice.
I know, but for him, it's a height choice.
Right. All right, lightning round. I'm going to ask you a bunch of quick questions. Don't think too hard and long about it.
All right.
Throw it out there. What are your comedic influences?
Gene Wilder.
Oh, good.
One of my favorites.
You're just going to name her redheads.
Gene Wilder? Is he a redhead?
Kind of.
Melissa Peterman, who I played the daughter of, but she's a freaking genius. Okay. Melissa McCarthy.
Sure. Definitely.
Sandra Bullock. I think she's a great comedic actress and totally underrated.
I would agree with that. That's good.
All right.
All right. Favorite comedy movie?
Favorite comedy movie? Blazing Saddles.
Ooh. All right. I feel like that's been like the most, not to make your answer generic, but I feel like
Wilder?
No, I feel like that's the one common movie that people have actually said. I don't think there's been any other double-ups except for Blazing Saddles.
Oh, I mean, I could say, like, if I want modern, I'd probably say Bridesmaids, because I think that's a little hilarious, but I love Blazing Saddles.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Because, Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I already asked you what role you'd want to be. Oh, I think I'm out of lightning.
You're lightning questions.
I really should write these down. Did we talk enough about Ladies and Gents Club thing?
Ladies and the Gents?
Yeah.
I could tell you what it's about.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really describe that.
And then didn't really talk about it.
There's sketch videos.
Okay.
So it's a web series, but each one is a different cast. They all take place in the ladies' room and the gents' room of a nightclub.
Oh, sure.
So all the women's ones are in the women's room.
Is it kind of a he said, she said thing?
No, they're not really. Like, the one I'm about is called Tweeting Gals, and we're on our phones tweeting about stuff. It's not... I'm actually not sure that any of the characters cross over, like, they're set in one episode. You know? As far as I know, I don't think so.
So when does that happen?
It airs April 9th. It begins airing, and then it'll air every week for a lot of weeks.
Do you know how many episodes?
I can't remember now, because I want to say that they said it was like 30 weeks or something.
Wow.
But I didn't think there was that many episodes. I mean, I guess. They filmed it over 2 days, and they certainly filmed a lot. It was great. It was very efficient. We went in. We were in there for like an hour, filmed the whole thing out.
Huh. Who else is in it?
The episode I'm in is with Katie Wilson and Tara Erickson. So she's done some stuff for Rainn Wilson's channel.
Oh, okay.
So she's very funny.
Interesting. Okay. Anyone else of note in the series?
In the series,
I would assume.
Well, Stephanie Thorpe is obviously in it. I'm trying to think of it. There were so many people in it, and now I don't know. I don't know. There's also like a lot of people on the web that I don't know their name.
Right.
I recognize them. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen them in something else.
Like, this guy from that thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you watch a lot of stuff on the web? Nope.
No, sorry. I just don't have the attention span for it, because
for a 3-minute video.
Well, the problem is if I'm online, I'm like, oh, but there's other things I could be doing.
Like I could be Facebook tweeting or Instagram at the same time.
I'll be watching a video and I'll be like, oh, but right there is my email.
Right. What browser do you use?
I usually use Firefox.
And then you have like 40 windows open?
Yeah.
And you just tab between
I just have all my tabs open.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's just like every 3 minutes you're like, I have to go through every single tab now.
Well, and if I don't have a tab open, then I also have my dashboard, which like shows me all the little things I can click on.
Oh.
It's just really appealing. Yeah. And I remember like, oh, I wanted to look this movie up on IMDb, so I'm going to do that.
2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And then 6 hours later, I realized I haven't left my house all day.
Yeah, I have that same affliction.
Yeah.
Do you remember a time when you weren't ADD because of the internet? That has made you a horrible person? Like, I can't actually directly converse anymore because I have to check things out on my browser.
I actually don't go on the you know, there's another thing, too, is I have a nice MacBook Pro, and I mostly spend my time on my phone, yep.
Yeah. What do you have, iPhone?
Yep.
4,
just sit on my
5.
iPhone. 4. I have a 4. Not even a 4S. Siri doesn't talk to me.
No, I feel your pain. Yeah.
But
you
I did.
On Verizon?
No, AT&T.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I may have something for... Do you have any... Did you unlock your phone?
I unlocked my last phone, and it messed it up so bad that I'm afraid to unlock it.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a bummer, because I had, like, a Boondock Saints theme. It was really cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like the Boondock Saints.
No, yeah, the first one was good.
You know what? I still liked the second one. I know no one did, but I appreciated it, and I'm like,
yeah, the first one was great.
I really liked that little sidekick guy they got.
Oh, which guy?
The Spanish guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was so funny.
No, it wasn't a terrible movie.
If you put it as a standalone movie, unrelated to the first movie, you could enjoy it.
If you've never seen the first one, then I think, yes, it would have been fine.
I went in like, well, I love the first one. I saw it at Lemley, so it was like $6 because it was a matinee. Which I guess if you live anywhere else is probably not that cheap. Not that cheap, but here that's
right.
like
it's
half price.
That's the average. I get over $1. No, I mean I think I just had high expectations for it, and I think a lot of people.
I didn't have high expectations.
But I mean I liked what's his name, Billy Connolly.
Yeah, and Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that's a spoiler if no one's seen it.
We already put a thing at the beginning.
Yeah, everything.
Unless they popped in during the live portion randomly.
Yeah, that's their.
Then
that's their fault for not being here from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a huge spoiler, Willem Dafoe, because you think he's dead the whole time.
Well, now it's a spoiler. Jeez.
I just wanted to keep going until like nobody was happy.
Darth Vader's Luke's dad.
Bruce Willis is dead.
Oh, he's dead. That's right. Jaws is a shark. Is that it? No?
E.T. does go home.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Yeah.
All right. Good times.
Yeah. Well, I guess, is there anything else you want to bring up?
I have another web series that I finished, but it doesn't. I don't know. It probably won't come out for a couple months. It's called Dating in the Middle Ages. Okay. It's the second season. I wasn't in the first season. My character is introduced in this season. Oh. I'm the daughter of the main person, and then
what is your character like?
She's awesome. She's a total weirdo. She
same character as Jenna, right?
Total same character. No, I walk around in like Victorian era garb. I dress up like thinking I'm from a Jane Austen book.
Oh, cool.
And I speak with a British accent. I don't know if that's a spy. I'm not so sure if I'm supposed to tell people that. I don't know. Nobody said, hey, don't. I came up with that for my character, so.
Oh, that doesn't seem like it.
Copyright, Courtney Merritt.
How would British accent be a spoiler?
Yeah.
I mean, unless nobody else is British on the show. Like you're in the midst of Vikings and then, I guess then.
It is all Vikings, so.
Have you seen that show?
No, I really want to watch it because I love Vikings.
It's on Hulu.
Is it on Hulu? Oh, well, I guess I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I just started. I just watched
the
first two.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. Have you seen Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, I watched the first season or two of that.
Okay. There is a creepy similarity between the main character and Jax from Sons of Anarchy. Like, they look alike, and they act very similarly, and it's the same character, except one's a Viking and one's a biker. And
weird.
It's like, huh.
Maybe they're related. I mean, the guy that plays Jax is from, like, Britain or Australia.
Could be.
So, I'm sure the Viking guy is also from there. Along with every other successful actor in Hollywood. Damn Australians.
You're successful.
I like the Australians.
I like the Australians. Well, yeah.
They're just taking over.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of Australian music lately, and I'm not a fan of it.
Australian music? What is Australian music?
I would name bands, but I'm not sure which ones are Australian bands and which ones are just bad pop bands, because to me they're all the same. But there's like 2 or 3
Oh, those
big
boy
Australian
bands are Australian, right?
Oh, I don't know. What, One Direction?
One Direction.
They're not British?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're British.
I don't know.
They're
no,
foreign.
There's like some pop bands. Like I want to say like Imagine Dragons or something like
Imagine
that.
Dragons? They're
I don't know.
not American?
I'm just saying it's something like that.
I like Imagine Dragons.
I don't know if it is them. Really? Get out.
They're catchy.
Yeah, I have a thing with pop music.
You just don't like anything that other people have discovered.
Because I am Jenna. If you ever need to, get in depth
of what it's
analytics to your role,
and being a hipster.
Ouch! Wow, I'm gonna take my skinny pants and my fedora and get out of here.
Good.
Yeah, that's a running theme in our household. It's that we're vehemently not hipsters, which probably makes us hipsters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what defines being a hipster. Gonna
put this out there. We met at the Grilled Cheese Invitational, so
we did, and I already got my tickets for this year.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a judge this year.
Oh no shit! Oh good.
Yeah. I want to try all the grilled cheeses. You can't do it unless you're a judge.
When is it this year?
The end of April, sometime in April. You should get your ticket.
Might be here.
You should get your ticket because it's gonna sell out. Well, not the whole festival, but like the judge thing, because that's what we want to do.
I have to say that the year we met there, we just got the regular general admission tickets, but we got into the judges area.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't get to do that. Well, we came late in the day.
Oh.
But I won a year of cheese, so it kind of evened out.
Oh, you were one of the winners. That's right.
Sure was.
It was actually 2 people in our group.
Yeah, I think me and Andrew.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I had so much cheese last year.
That's super cool. It was all Tillamook cheese.
Yeah, 2 pounds of it.
Oh, that's it?
Really? No, 12 2-pound things.
Oh, okay.
So I could get them.
How long did it take you to?
Took me the whole year. No, you had to use them up by the end of the year.
Yeah,
so
sure,
like December, I went and bought 3 more of them, which is like what I had left.
How long did that last?
A while. Do you know how hard it is to go through 2 pounds of cheese?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, and I like cheese.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of cheese.
Right. Did you have your mom and sister helping you? Your whole
family
involved?
Yeah. I had friends.
Yeah.
It was a big event.
Was there a lot of variety in the cheese, or was it like it all American cheddar?
No, they have good selection, especially because you could get the smaller ones with it because they don't care.
Sure.
And they have like New York white cheddar, like aged white cheddar, which is delicious. Then they have like extra sharp cheddar, regular cheddar,
they have any,
pepper jack.
Really sort of random like
no.
string cheese, or well, I guess that's not random, but like Armenian string cheese would be.
No, they don't have anything random.
Yeah, it's all.
They're from the Midwest.
Yeah, I mean Tillamook's quality stuff.
Great
it's
cheese,
just not the most unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not.
I don't want to. Because I like them, I don't want them to watch this and go.
No, but
we're not giving him cheese.
They don't have like. It's not like they make goat cheese or anything.
Right. Yeah.
They're very standard.
They make fan favorites.
Yeah.
Like comfort cheese.
It's true.
That's awesome. We're going to have to see what we can do about winning some cheese. I actually have a standing invitation from them if I ever go to Portland to like...
Go to the Tillamook?
Yeah.
Wait, they're in Portland?
I feel like they have an office there.
That's not where they make their cheese.
No, I'm sure they have things
they make
all
it
over
in,
the
like,
place.
Milwaukee?
No. Yeah, I have no idea.
Wherever cheese is from.
Wherever cheese is from. So Wisconsin or California is basically.
Yeah, Wisconsin. I think that's where they're from, right? They're Wisconsin cheese.
Maybe.
Cheeseheads.
I would imagine they have dairy farms.
I'm sure they have them.
States.
Yeah.
Because they're gigantic.
Yeah.
So this is the Cheese Cast.
Cheese Cast brought to you by Tillamook.
Yeah. All right, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at OTrueNYC. That's OTRUENYC. It's an anagram of my name. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/official Courtney Merritt. You can find me on my website at CourtneyMerritt.com, which just links you to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Yeah.
Cool. And you can watch Suburgatory
Wednesdays at 8:30. You can also watch it online at abc.com or hulu.com, or you can buy it on iTunes.
Yeah. Or you can watch it on Hulu for free.
You can watch it on Hulu for free, yeah.
Oh, cool. Thank you
for like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is it only on for a couple weeks?
That's what they always do.
Yeah, I guess the current run things, they like can it after a little bit. Well, cool. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
If you are watching this video or audio podcast embedded anywhere other than craveonline.com, go to craveonline.com because we'll have some other stuff in that article, like her episode of Walk of Shame and whatever else we can figure out, and the links to all of her sites and stuff like that. So thanks for joining me. I have no idea who's coming on next week, but it'll be someone.
Someone awesome, but not as awesome as me.
Right, unless it's Alan Tudyk.
Well, then, you know, can't
compete
with that.
I can never figure out how to pronounce his name, so I can ask him.
Yeah.
All right, see you around, guys.
Bye. Water.